Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Today we're playing a game called Disco Elysium, which, with a title like that, I mean, if I didn't know anything about the game and you just say, hey, Disco Elysium's coming out, it's like, what the... Is that some sort of rhythm music game? What? But, as it turns out, it is a role-playing game. I don't know if there's a, isometric, turn-based, narrative-driven role-playing. I don't know the exact term. I think if you say CRPG, most people know what you mean. Even though C, I'm pretty sure, just stands for computer. So, I don't know. But it's in the vein of games such as Baldur's Gate, Planescape Torment, Fallout, Divinity, Path of Eternity, so on and so forth. There's been plenty of them recently. Apparently, supposedly, this is a really good one. I'm all for CRPGs. I'm all for all RPGs. So, you tell me there's a hot new one on the street, I'm gonna perk my ears up. Originally, I was just planning to play this on my own, and do a Let's Play of The Outer Worlds instead, but then I decided, well, why not just Let's Play both? Pretty simple. So, there's probably going to be a lot of reading. I don't know how much voice acting is involved, or if I'm going to be your chosen voice actor for this Let's Play. I don't know. I have no idea. But there's going to be a lot of dialogue, probably some combat, and we'll just see how it goes. I think the sound's probably a tad too loud. Drop that music. Just a note. And let's get into it. This resolution does not seem to be working. Even though I just booted up the game. This is what it defaulted to. You can turn down text size, but that doesn't fix the problem. Let me just... I don't know how it's handling ultra wide, or if I have to... Ultra wide. Okay, there's discussions for ultra wide. Doesn't seem like it's in the game yet, officially. But they're planning to add it later in like February. Set it to 2560 by 1440p and it's fine. But it's not fine because there's the cuts off the text. That's not fine. That's the opposite of fine. I mean, maybe it looks fine in game. Some people are saying this works fine in game. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't seem to be cutting off maybe that much. I assume. I mean, I wouldn't really know. Archetype, thinker, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Nice. Sensitive, very psychological, magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done but dumb as a rock. Or create your own. And really, if you're gonna play this game and you're not creating your own, I don't know what to tell you. Holy shit, what is happening? What the fuck? Okay. This is way enlarged, but I think we can manage it. If it's shitty in-game, then we'll fix it. We'll just go to normal, 16 by 9. Okay, so we have intellect, psyche, and physique. Now, I tend to prefer to play intelligent characters that lean towards charismatic. So we can go really weak, I guess, and do something like that. I mean, I could go 5 intellect, but this seems so unbalanced. Sure, why not? But here we run into the problem of I can't actually can't hit enter. So all right, let me let's just drop down to 1080, which is probably I'm probably gonna have to edit the video a little bit to make that work. But there we go. Okay, it was cutting off quite a bit. So okay, but the Motorix, well, whatever. I'm doing this. Ah, Motorix. Your sense is how agile you are. Ah, that's where. Okay, we don't really need that. So let's go 5, 4, 1, 2. Alrighty. Select your signature skill. The skill you select will gain a +1 bonus. Additionally, the learning cap for every skill of the same type will be raised by +1. Okay, so then, well, our signature skill is obviously going to be something in the intellect category. Logic, wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Encyclopedia, call upon all your knowledge, produce fascinating trivia. Oh, that sounds real useful in a role-playing game. And life. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Yeah, people love that. Drama. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. That's under intellect and not psyche. Conceptualization. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Visual calculus. Reconstruct crime scenes. Make laws of physics work for the law. The law. What is this? Cool for forensic scientists, tactical fighters, math-minded people. Okay. Conceptualization is cool for creatives, psychedelic fanciers, critics. Drama is cool for undercover cops, thespians of the stage, psychopaths. Rhetoric is cool for ideologues, conversationalists, would-be politicians. Encyclopedia, cool for thinkers, historians, trivia freaks. Logic, cool for analysts, pure rationalists, obviously logicians. Yes. At high levels, logic will be able to solve even the most complicated puzzle. You'll be very proud and thus susceptible to intellectual flattery. Low levels of logic, you're going to have a hard time solving even the simplest puzzle. Alright, I mean, let's be just a boring, brainy dude. Be all about that logic. But let's go over all these other skills, shall we? Just to look at them. Volition, hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops, the non-suicidal. Inland Empire, hunches and gut feelings, dreams in waking life. Cool for dreamers, paranatural investigators, mental I don't know anything about this game or this setting, or I think it's, I mean, I don't think it's like Final Fantasy. Well, no, I have no idea what the setting or anything is like. But they're talking about undercover cops and stuff, but then they talk about paranatural investigators, and I don't know what's going on. Empathy. Understand others. Work your mirror neurons. Authority. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. Esprit de corps. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Esprit de corps is the very spirit of policing. The cop geist. Okay, well, I mean, I'm going to have a high number in this. Ooh, suggestion. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. I do always like to do that. People think they want what you want. You've already won. Skill enables you to implant ideas into the minds of others. You can make the citizens like you more. You can make gangsters turn on each other, too. At high level, suggestion makes you affable to everyone and more resistant to their charms in turn. But all that schmoozing and oozing charm will make you slimy, and you'll know it even if no one else does. Pretty cool. Endurance, pain threshold, somehow those are different. Physical instrument. Enjoy healthy organs. Electrochemistry. Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Nice. Shivers. Raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. Is this like Spidey sense? You become more keenly aware of your surroundings. Enables you to hear the city itself. It is a supernatural ability. At high levels, shivers may make you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With low shivers, though, you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? Great. Half-light. Let the body take control. Threaten people. What? Fight or flight response. Those who respect violence will not respect you. Great. Hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed, savoir-faire. Urges you to be better than you are. Urges you to be disco. What am I playing? Flip by others in Samoan boxing style, then tumble out the back with unexpected acrobatics. Also makes you a cooler cop, whose athletic flair will certainly impress the citizenry. I feel like we're a cop no matter what. Machines. People use machines to commit crimes all the time. If you can't understand how a crime is accomplished, how can you solve it? I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like downside to everything. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
What?
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a pool of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Want to know about the X something?
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Abyssopelagic. That's a fucking word. Drop that in a conversation. Alonzi? Never let me go? Want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Yeah.
Do you really?
Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Okay. I succeeded on my first skill check for Inland Empire. Fear and apprehension, you should ask what's out there first. I did this to my... Oh, wait, tell me what's waiting for me.
There's this giant ball there, in evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
How big is this ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large.
How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
Just duking it out.
Vying for resources. It's a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
Sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean, drown?
You lost.
Success on Encyclopedia. The sound outside, you recognize it. It is a Cuprous Kinema motor carrier. Okay, well, I'm close to naked. Take my pants. -1 savoir-faire. Golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut, but these are far from normal. They are someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants. Never before in a video game have I read such a sentence. But we're wearing them. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. Alright. It says whirling in rags on the aluminum keyring. There's a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. Okay, we'll get to that point. Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Full tab to highlight. That's always handy. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Reel-to-reel tape player still on, rolling empty. Oh, we got shoes. Oh, we got a shoe. Green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. Fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe. Okay, there's a tie hanging on the fan. That's impressive. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Okay, Inland Empire. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck, so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. Okay, to grab the tie, I apparently need to pass a savoir-faire skill check. I have a 28%, but I may retry it if I fail. I succeeded! You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning. Warning. The necktie is no longer contained. Wow. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. Logic success, of course. If I ever fail logic, I'm gonna be fucked. If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie. Pull on the fan. Pull on the light bulb. Oh, terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Bring it on. Oh my god, I took damage. I'm gonna die from looking at the light. Feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Guessing this is bad. Very, very bad. This is the end bad. Try to remain conscious. All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. What? Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met, Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented. That ain't easy on the ticker. He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case. Oh my god, it just fucking ended the game because I looked at a light bulb. Damn. Well, that was shocking, to say the least. Okay, lesson learned. Don't push my limits in any way unless it's like logic. That I can push my logical limits, but not anything physical.
Never any naughty man. An awareness creeps up. Slow. Do you really? You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. There's this giant inf. You can't even make out. Vying for resource. Yes, you'll.
And let's get in the habit of quick saving, I guess. I mean, I would have realized that eventually. I just didn't think it would be so soon. Click on everything again, just to be sure. Now, I might not pass that thing. Time. Skill check. Nope, failed. You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding your chest and keeping you from moving for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and try not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. God damn. Okay, let's just... There we go. Swoop up and catch the tie. Let's not even touch the light bulb. Alright. Horrific necktie. +1 Inland Empire. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Great. Now I have that on my conscience. So let's... Alright, F5 is quick save as always. Good, good. Grab our shirt. Disco ass blazer. +1 esprit de corps. Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. It has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back and the right sleeve. Okay. See bottles in the bathtub. wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. We have a white satin shirt. White satin shirt used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. +1 conceptualization. Real statement to wear. -1 suggestion. Unsavory odor. All these make sense. Okay, so this one has these symbols. And that's apparently a police symbol. What exactly is savoir-faire? A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Ooh, challenging conceptualization skill check. Was this not the same Elan that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Logic, probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really? Nothing? Really? All recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. Damn. I'm liking the writing so far quite a bit, I'll tell you that. Wipe the mirror. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort! You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you will see there, and you will never unbecome it. Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. What's wrong? Where to even begin? There's the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. But your nose. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it, and it doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. At least my tongue is okay. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. I want to stop this. Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it. I'm out of here. I don't want to wipe them. Well, actually, I do want to wipe the mirror, but I want to save first. Wipe the mirror. Still wipe the mirror. Oh, behold! You have no idea who this thing is, do you? This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or, wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Okay. Oh my god, you can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. Ooh, there might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now. Okay, so well, we definitely don't want to do any electrochemistry skill check, but we've got even odds on this encyclopedia. Try and locate the source in my mind of this expression. Failure. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. Well, I mean, you might as well do electrochemistry. You can always, if you get double sixes, you succeed. Okay, well. Too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. Just this constant fucking grin on my... Look at my portrait down here. Jesus Christ. Looks like Brian Peppers grew up and became an alcoholic. Okay. What do we got in this door? Nothing. Well, I hope we can sort of improve ourselves as we go. Because damn, we're at a fucking low point. Alright, don't have a heart attack. Quick save. Got here. Something on the table. Free money. Free money! Is that a dame I see? Time to slick back my hair and turn on the charm. Calendar says it's March. The year is 51. 1951, 2051, doesn't matter. Claus J. I think that's how you pronounce it. Miss Orange Disco Dancer. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Ooh, challenging. Conceptualization success. The silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city. Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking. I mean, that's what I would do in real life, but this is a video game. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
He seems perplexed by your question. There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. That doesn't sound right. I'm sure I'm a cop. Why would these be my first two thoughts instead of a policeman? I know, I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? The young woman shakes her head slowly. Officer could be an artistic statement, a claim to official renown. Officer's my stage name, right? I can see myself as a middling disco artist called The Officer.
No. You're a police officer, sir?
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
Takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking, but do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically. No. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Could it be because of the drinking? She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles. I might not know where I am, or who I am, or what a Kupras kinema is. How I know what one sounds like. She nods. But I do know when someone's not telling me the whole story. What am I doing here? What's my case? She takes a long drag before speaking. There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. And why didn't you just tell me that? I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Okay. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself. It seems like I'm barely succeeding on these authorities, but... actually, I can see why they would entrust me with the law. I have the right character. A fondness for contradictory statements. No, I get these tidbits of information sometimes. Little facts like trivia. Gives me a detective-y vibe. Of course. She pulls on her cigarette. She remains unconvinced. Well, I'm not gonna try this, so I'll get going.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Brilliant. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Ooh, looking back at me, huh? It's like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Okay, well, why don't we knock? There's no answer. Tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. Wow. Okay, I could be really fucked up, I guess. I'm so alone. Door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care. Try the handle. That's not creepy. Door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. All right, let's not harass the poor woman. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Tremblement. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Looks like there's going to be some French in this game, which is always exciting. Although my knowledge of French continues to slip away from me, which is wonderful. Short on money, equip a plastic bag, collect bottles, and sell them at Frit. You can just collect bottles. Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. But what is this? Oh, my other shoe. Yes. Gust of briny wind washes over you. Find your other shoe. 10 XP. There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles. Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. How do they fit? Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. You got +1 composure for awesome watchtower heals, but -1 savoir-faire because the heals are ridiculously high. Sort of concerns me. I mean, don't I have minus... Oh, my motorix base. Oh, so my total savoir-faire is at -1. Damn. Noted. We look incredible. Good thing I went out this door instead of going downstairs. Most checks have secret difficulty monitors. Talking to the right person can reopen a closed white check. Alright, and we have the ability to run. Look at that. Low on health, put points into endurance. Simple as that. Summer door closed for the winter. This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. Speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast, oceanic soul. My soul's immense, my soul's modest, it's normal size, my soul's puny, my soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. Well, that's probably true. Of course, at this point, precise measurement of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. What should I sing when it comes to it? You've not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You'll wreak havoc with it, don't worry. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy. Get the people going. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. Okay, this goes well with a theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person who was mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. Okay, finish that thought. Go on stage. This feels right. You belong here. Really? I wonder how many choices I'm making here that are affecting my character. Gart. Or Garte, I don't know. Cafeteria manager. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. There was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he is purposefully ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan. Look at the stuffed bird. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is a great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you're in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter. That's the great skua, right? Look, your buddy is over there. Oh. Damn, I never know if they're going to talk or not. He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? Tends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Damn, what's wrong? Don't you like the officer?
Oh, no. You're a hero. A real hero cop.
Did the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this? You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things.
You're right. You didn't. And it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. We can take Nosafed. +1 health. Okay. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The menu's been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. Okay. Apparently I only have 2 health. Probably not good. But I have a lot of morale. The door is bolted. Sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. A sign reads, mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open 1600. This royal pinball machine is unplugged.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods toward the man in the orange bomber jacket. Okay, I mean, we'll get to him. I want to save that. Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Pretty long, it's drink o'clock. An hour? Sweet Lord, a whole hour, and you haven't thought about rum and lemonade and all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. Actually, should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter. Well, I think we want to probably avoid alcohol from now on. If we're going to go on this path towards bettering ourselves. This seems like a good step. Don't lick it. What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then. Get your drink on and your act together. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. Okay, I have a low chance of waking him up, but I can pick up pills. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. Just picked up medicine. Oh, this heals morale. Well, we can try and wake him up. You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room. Well, I tried. I gave it my all. Alright, let's talk to our buddy, apparently. Him Kitsuragi. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? Hold on, who is he to me? He is your half-brother. Wow. Well, shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Okay. Well, we have a high chance of coming up with our own name, but I could just be called Officer. And apparently I'm partial to it. Because I've referred to myself as the Officer twice or something. But no, I want to call myself something good. Yeah. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon. But mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath, you're 2 steps closer to it, but there's still many to go. It is not yet time.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that's a weird thing to say. He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied. No, I haven't.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I've seen officers go through much worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there's a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. Okay, let's get going then. After you, officer. If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge? Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? You mean you don't have a badge? It wasn't on me when I woke up. Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence. Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi is now in your party. I can talk to him whenever I want.
Yes?
Okay, tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. A young woman told me a mercenary's been hanged. That's all. And you're not that far behind, actually. You want me to brief you? Brief. Yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the whirling in rags hostel cafeteria. Cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There's an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of the dispute. Okay, security guard is hanged out back. No one cares about it. Stripped of his belongings. It was a lynching, possibly due to I don't. Well, we don't know who the security guard was working for. Does the briefing say who the victim was? The security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. So possibly dock workers killed a security guard working for this logistics company. Who is the caller? To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing, too. We cannot allow that. And the RCM is? What's a paladin? That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this. Alright. Rarely questioned. Good. Our job here is to find the killer. That's right. I got XP for that. Nice. Would you say this is a mysterious case? Lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering, no, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? Lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. White male in his 40s. White male in his 40s, what more do you need? I'm relieved that you agree, he says, then pauses. He's glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular. Is there something else? Or is there anything else? You look like you're about to say something. You know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit. That's the feeling I have right now for some reason. What is a crossword? I know exactly what you mean. The lieutenant nods. It will turn into quite the puzzle yet, I'm afraid. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... He considers the phrasing. A pissing competition. His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise. What do you mean? You don't know? His eyes narrow. I assumed you were in on it. I don't remember being in on anything. That's good. Tell me about it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Okay. Is there anything else you want to know? Actually, I have all I need. Alright. Hot damn. Detective RPG. It's what I like to see. Yeah, very excited right now. Seems like there's a lot of possibilities floating around. I really like the writing so far. Setting seems pretty cool. We're a cop. That's great. Should be pretty cool. I think we're probably going to get into some real meteor shit next time. Meteor shit. My name is Mangg. Game and watching has been Disco Elysium. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.